Now today I'm going to make some really tasty chicken legs. Now you could do the same recipe with chicken thighs or drumsticks. All you need to do is just adjust the amount of time you cook them for. Now with this I'm going to make a lovely marinade, very simple, and what you do is you put your chicken in the marinade, leave it in the fridge for at least half an hour, but you could alternatively do it overnight. So let's give these a go and see how they taste. So for making up this really simple marinade, now I'm just going to go through the ingredients. Now what we've got here is 8 tablespoons. Now a tablespoon's the bigger spoon, so 8 tablespoons of tomato ketchup. Then I've got 4 tablespoons of Worcester sauce, 3 tablespoons of tomato puree, again 3 tablespoons of a sort of grainy mustard, and the same amount, 3 tablespoons of a runny honey. Plus I'm going to include a couple of cloves of garlic, which I'm going to crush. Now all that can just be mixed up in a bowl, and that's your simple marinade all done, just like that. Just give that a quick mix around, and really that is your marinade. That is so simple. So it's all ready to go. Now what I'm going to do is just put that aside, and I'm going to get my chicken legs, get a knife, and I'm just going to cut some slits in the thicker part of the chicken legs, and then we can mix it all with the marinade, and that's ready to go. So I've got all my chicken legs done. Now the reason I've put these cuts in there is partly it helps them to cook evenly, but also it helps for the marinade to get into the meat. Now the other thing is I've left the skin on mine, but if you prefer to take the skin off or get your butcher to do that, then feel free, but I'm going to leave the skin on mine. Now what I'm going to do is pop them in that bowl and get that marinade nicely coated all the way around. And I'm just going to use my hand, no gloves or anything, and just rub it all over. And then once you think you've got it coated, grab another one. And we're going to carry on doing that with all of them. So try and get them all mixed up, so we've got a beautiful amount of that coating on them. And then when we've done the whole lot of them, we can leave them in the fridge to marinate. So again, I'll carry on and do the rest. So there you go. I've given that a good massage in there. Try and get that beautiful flavours on the chicken. Now, what I'm going to do is just wash my hands, put a bit of cellophane over, pop that in the fridge. And as I say, you want to leave it for a minimum of half an hour, but there's no reason you couldn't leave that overnight. So I've just taken the chicken from out the fridge. So I left mine for about 30 minutes. Now I put a little bit of this sort of parchment paper, like baking paper. It just helps with the mess at the end, so you know, use that if you want. So let's just put the chicken legs in there. Try and squash them in a little bit because we've got 8 of them. Now we've got a little bit of that marinade left, so what I am going to do, it's not going to waste that. I'm just going to give that a quick brushing, just in any places that haven't necessarily got as much as the rest. There you go. Everything's got a nice, good coating. So what I'm going to do is pop those in the oven. So there you go, pop them in the oven. Now I've got my oven preheated, temperature wise, mine's at 200 degrees Celsius, which is 400 degrees Fahrenheit, gas mark 6. Now cook time, I would estimate around about 45 minutes, but you know, they should look really delicious at the end, and you can always get like a knife or a skewer, stick the skewer in or the knife in the deepest part and make sure the juices run clear. So just adjust it to your oven, but I would say round about 45 minutes. Now mine's just coming up to the 45 minutes, so let's just pop those out. Oh, look at those. They look amazing. That marinade has done a beautiful job on those. Look at the colour on them. Oh, look like it just come off the barbecue. Now, just lay those on the table. Now, what I'd recommend is you leave them for about 10 minutes, a little bit of tin foil over the top. Now, I've got a couple of people in the house who are going out, so I've got to give them a little bit of food. So I'm just nicking a couple of these. And what I'm going to do is leave the rest of them to kind of tenderise. So I'm just going to put the tin foil over those ones. I'll see you in about 10 minutes. Now I've left mine for just about 10 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is serve up couple of those pieces, and any of the juices, I am going to put those in a little sort of, you know, pot. And obviously if they want the flavour over the top, they can have that as well. Now, I just served my chicken up. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. Now also, I've got a little bit of this sauce as well. The juices, which, you know, you can always put a little bit over. Lovely, lovely. I tell you, those juices are going to have such a good flavour as well. You've got the garlic, the Worcester sauce. There's just so many flavours in that. Now, let's just try this. Let's see how this chicken is. Let's grab a bit of that. Now, obviously, with your chicken, you can have it with or without the skin. So if you're doing it healthy, obviously, you know, take the skin off, but... Oh. That chicken... It's nicely cooked, very soft, and it's got a very subtle but lovely flavour. You know, you can taste everything we've put in there. The Worcester sauce, oh, it's lovely. The honey, and you've got this beautiful colour on the outside. A little bit of the garlic. That is delicious. Go and make this, and obviously you could use chicken thighs or you could use chicken drumsticks, whatever you've got. And it's just absolutely wonderful. It looks like it's come off the barbecue. So serve it up, bit of rice, roast potatoes, Yorkshire puddings, you know, bit of mash, whatever you fancy, it's delicious. Thanks for watching my videos. I hope to see you soon on the next one. And in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, leave the comments, and check out my Instagram account as well. Put some pictures on there, and I'll see you very soon. The original Naked